welcome to a plus level course of PFTrack. In this course, we're going to work with the photogrammetry tools that PFTrack has to offer. The first lesson would be about taking the image input node and feeding all the images that were provided to you with the course's materials, and then we're going to set it up properly so we'll be ready to work with the point cloud. So let's jump into the first lesson and see how to do that.
We're going to work with the image input first, but before we do that, we have to take our set of images and put it in the media admin. So I'm going to create a new media bin, and I'm going to call this basement. And under the basement, I'm going to take my first image, holding shift and left mouse button click in order to highlight all of them, and then simply just click and drag into the basement media bin. Now PFTrack is going to import all these images, which are JPEG images that have the camera information stored with them. And now what we can do is we can close the file browser and still keep our tree view as well as the media bin. I'm going to the Photogrammetry tab, click and drag the image input, and going back into my media bins, I can now grab all these images, again with holding shift, and drag into the image list within the image input node. So as I have all these images now lined up, I can now go into the camera preset. Within the camera preset, I can see if I have any presets that I can use, and if not, then I can click on the custom and now enter my own. I know that this was shot with the Nikon D7100, so I can enter the film back width, 25.6, pixel aspect ratio would be 1, and if I want I can save this preset. The frame rate of the clip itself could be changed to 29.97, despite the fact that we're talking about still images. And at this point I can cache all these images into the memory of the computer as well. Please note that on each image you have an error that will determine the image orientation. Some of these images were taken in portrait mode, and if you scrub through your timeline, you will see that as of image 20, the orientation changes, and we need to indicate that to PFTrack. So I'm going to tell it that the orientation is actually pointing right, and then I'm switching to the next image, and again pointing right. Next image, pointing right, and this image as well, pointing right. As of image 24, the orientation goes back to be landscape. So the next step would be to actually extract point information from all these images.
So we saw how the image input node is working. We also saw how to use the orient tools in order to tell PFTrack which one of the orientation is proper to each and one of the images that we imported inside. We also worked with the media bins, and we saw that without a proper media bin we cannot bring images into the image input node. Next would be the work of the photo survey node. So let's jump to the next video and see how to do that.